Hello ladies and gentlemen, and happy Wednesday! Welcome to my first of hopefully many Top 5 Wednesday videos. This Top 5 Wednesday party was brought to you by Lainey over at Ginger Reads Lainey. It's basically a video series that she started where she picked a topic and listed 5 of her favorites from that topic. I'm so glad that she started this series because I found some really great booktubers through it, herself included. So if you haven't checked out Ginger Reads Lainey, definitely check her out. So this week's topic is top 5 male protagonists, and I kind of found this list hard to compile because a lot of the books that I've read have very strong female characters, but I managed to pick 5, well, kind of 5, and here they are. First on my list comes from the very popular book Game of Thrones from the Song of Ice and Fire series, and it is Ned Stark. He is a character that is loyal, perhaps even to a fault, and it is that outstanding loyalty and drive to do whatever it takes to do what's right, regardless of the consequences to him and his family, that got him a spot on this list. Speaking of his family, he is an excellent father, a loving husband, and a great friend. And from my perspective, he's a character that is responsible for really pushing the plot forward. I do have to add an honorable mention from this series, and it is Tyrion Lannister. He is the youngest of the Lannisters and is a dwarf, so he has to rely on his intelligence and wits to get anywhere in life, which I really respect in a person and a character. Plus, he's just very entertaining to read, and he plays a way smarter and ultimately better political game than Ned Stark. You could say he really kept his head in the game. Next on my list is Atticus Finch from To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. Technically, I don't think Atticus qualifies as the protagonist of the story. The real protagonist of the story is his young daughter, Scout, but I couldn't make this list without him. He is an excellent human being and a great father who goes through great lengths to teach important lessons to not only his children but to his community, even if it means tarnishing his own reputation. And did I mention he's a single dad and he's doing all of this so well. Next on my list, we have Lincoln O'Neill from Attachments by Rainbow Rowell. Aside from my delve into Nicholas Sparks books, in my preteen years, I haven't read a plethora of romance novels that come from the perspective of a male. Not only is it very refreshing to have Attachments be told from the perspective of a male, he's just such a nice, genuine guy because it's Rainbow Rowell's writing. And I just couldn't help but rooting for him even when he made cringy, shy boy decisions. Next on my list is Henry from The Time Traveler's Wife by Audrey Niffenegger. I know that this isn't necessarily a list of fictional men that I find attractive, but he definitely fits that bill as well. He is a librarian that has a rare genetic disorder that causes him to go backwards and forwards in time in his own timeline. Aside from my attraction for him, he also experiences a great amount of character growth, and we also get to see him from the perspective of the person who loves him the most, because The Time Traveler's Wife centers around this epic, non-traditional romance, and I think that seeing someone from the person who loves them most, you can't really help but love them too. And the last male protagonist that made it on my list is one from a book that I've read very recently, and it is Quoth from The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. I have only read the first book in this series and only know the first part of his story, but I'm so intrigued by this mysterious man, and I can't wait to learn more about him. I love his voice, and I'm so intrigued to see where his story takes us. I will definitely be talking more about Quoth in the Name of the Wind book talk, hopefully coming up very soon, so look forward to that. So those are my top 5 male protagonists. Upon looking at this list, I realized that all of these come from adult literature, so I thought I'd throw in some YA honorary mentions that didn't quite make the cut. The John Green boys, but specifically Miles, or Pudge from Looking for Alaska, and Augustus Waters from The Fault in Our Stars, Park from Eleanor and Park by Rainbow Rowell, and Charlie from The Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky. Who are your favorite male protagonists? Or like me, do you read mostly books that have female protagonists? Let me know in the comments. If you make videos and you decide to do this video as well, please leave that link in the comments. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you very soon.